GP this time. What a lovely track to race at again, as you all know. So every 2 weeks there is a multiplayer car which is split off into 5 teams, 5 different drivers, and they're competing in a little championship with each other. And I'll give you the names up soon as we wait for the drivers to enter the lobby, and we will start off soon at the Austria GP for full qualifying. Nice to have you all. How are you all today? I'll just await to everything. I'll await to enter the lobby. We're just getting all set up. Welcome to the viewers on the stream. How are you all today? We had an amazing day. Good luck to all the drivers as well in this league, the ones that are watching. My game volume is yet again too loud. I keep forgetting to turn that down. Apologies for that. There we go, all sorted. As I put the stream in onto the Discord so everybody can see. There we go. I'll read you the list of names out soon. Eight o'clock, so we will just wait till we get to the session. Welcome to the viewers on the stream yet again. 6 people watching. Hello people. There we go then. So as you all know, there's 5 different teams with 5 different drivers, and in the championship the red cars are winning. The TNR drivers, well, FNR drivers are winning. They've got 97 points, and Team TNR, which is the green livery racing car, they are 3 points behind FNR, and they've got 3 points. They're 94 points to their name. Team WNR, the orange and black striped car, they've got 83 points, and they're 11 away from second place. MNR is in 4th. with 45 points, and SNR is in 5th, 15 away from 4th place. That's your championship order. I'm trying to find, there we go. So in the green stripe car, which is TNR, Tufan, YBR, Regan and KRC. In WNR, which is Grillsy, F1 Farth, Devil's Nightmare, RDS. In FNR, the red stripe car is Rainer, Andy G, SNR Exile and Liam. SNR is Stringbeat, Fishers, Seb and Appy. WNR is Tristan, NUF1, the Maverick and Puppy. There's your teams as we head off into full qualifying. Q1, Q2, Q3, you should know the procedure by now. Q1, the bottom 5 drivers go out. Q2, the other 5 drivers go out, but the people that are whoever set their fastest lap in the top 10, that's the tyres, and that's they're going to start on. And Q3, the top 10 shootout, which is the most important out of all. Austria, personally, for me, is a really good track. I like it. Sometimes I can make a mistake through turn 1 by corner cutting all the time. I used to have problems in 2018 while getting on the throttle, and I used to spin it up sometimes. Turn 1, that's all sorted now. Penultimate corner at turn 9, I used to struggle through there. I used to hesitate on the entry, which caused my rear tyres to drop out and spin. And there we are then into Q1, so we just await people to come onto the track. As I get a full mini-map up, full track map, sorry. That don't make sense, full mini-map. So the strategy should be soft to mediums. I think it's a definite soft to medium. I don't think hards are involved in this one. People can do the reverse strategy as well, mediums to softs. Thought I saw a bit of rain coming down, but that's just my graphics. Ooh. Right then, so we've got our driver coming out. That's the green stripe car, which is Granty Boy. Now, that is Team TNR, which are currently second in the championship. And who else is behind him? They're looking to try and close that gap, which is 3 points behind. So it's doable for them. Try and score some decent points this afternoon, or this night, shall I say. Got a job interview tomorrow, so I'm quite nervous about that. Wish me luck, boys. As most drivers are quit out for their outlap. Very short track, Austria. I believe we could get 60 seconds. Well, close to 60 seconds this year. Look how fast those cars are. But by the 2021 regulations, I think the car's supposed to be about 3 or 4 seconds slower. If that's true. I don't know if it's just me chatting or just saw it from somewhere. I'll take you through a lap with Granty Boy as he will come across the line. Yeah, this is where I struggle through the penultimate corner. Sometimes my rear would let go. There's only a yellow flag, I think that's just someone slowing down. So anyway, we're on board with Granty Boy as he's about to start his flyer lap. It's all about getting in the top 50 in Q1. Breaking the 100 metre board, takes loads of curb on the entry, after the exit, full power as you straighten up the car. There's a car ahead of him, hopefully get out of the way, which he does. Come the hill, I think this is turn 2. I think it is, just this short straight here. Turn 3, breaking the 100 metre board in a straight line, break it down through the gears. Work your way up through the gears and the throttle to minimise that wheel spin on the exit, which he does. The DRS open for this straight again. Bring it down to the gears, breaking a straight line, 100 metre board. Late apex for this one as well. I think he skipped too many gears there, went 3rd to 4th instantly, so cost him a bit of time. I can't remember what corner this is, it's turn 6 and 7. This is about commitment through here. This is where the downforce is required. Take loads of curb on the exit. As we come through the penultimate corner, we're going to use all the track through here. Bit of turn at the 50 metre board. Coming through the final corner. Try not to, this invalidation is really crucial through there as well. You don't want to do that. Is that a bit of rain coming down, in fact? I wonder 5.2. I swear I just saw a bit of rain coming down. Yeah, it is. So all these drivers have got to set their lap time now. Otherwise, they'll be knocked out of Q1. Whoever's in the pits has to get out, which is Apex. So he has to get out as quick as possible. As the lap times come tumbling down, KRC's in second place. So good lap time for Granty Boy. That was a really crucial one, you know. So thought he was going to rain, judging by the clouds. Could be a heartbreak for some drivers, but Apex down in 15th place is still in the pits. He's definitely got to get out while he's got the chance. Maybe his chance of getting slimmer because the rain's coming down quite quickly. So it could be over for him within a few 2 minutes of this session. Unfortunately for him, but are we gonna, because it's dry, I mean because it's very very wet, well, as the rain's coming down early on in the session, does that mean we're gonna have no action for the main part of the qualifying? Let's go Apex. Well, Apex is in a bit of trouble here because he's down in 17th place and he's not coming out of the pits. Is that him? I think it's him coming out of the pits. Yes, it is. So it's really crucial for him to know where can he go. In fact, has he got enough pace? Has he got enough temperature in those tyres? Look at that rain. Granty Boy's on no tyre for the session, knowing that he's safe. Hello, Casper, mate. How are you? So this is going to be a very crucial lap. What about Evil Hunter, in fact? Let's not talk about Apex. As he comes across the line, where will he go? At 10th place. So what about the other drivers that have not set their lap time? The Mavericks back to the pits. Devil's Nightmares come across the line. Oh, he's 15th place. So he could be in a bit of trouble here, depending how... Well, James looks like he's struggling through that penultimate corner, which he is. And he's invalidated it, so it doesn't matter for him. So Apex could really struggle through here because of the lack of grip he will have and the lack of jump. I'm good, what about you? I'm good, thank you, mate. How's your day been? I think James is going for another one, but he's missed the first corner, and he's gonna... Well, he almost spun there. Apex, though, this is a crucial lap for him. He cannot mess up whatsoever. I don't know how heavy this rain will get, but this is going to be a very crucial lap for him as well. What about... Oh, that's Seb Seb's in second place, and the rest of the drivers on the pit, so... Apex got no one in front of him. I'll go on board with him then. Pretty boring, not gonna lie. Right, what's up, mate? Coming down into turn 1. He missed the first corner, missed the first apex slightly. I think he's running no traction control, so he's going to be very careful on the exit of the corners with the throttle, the amount of throttle his input is putting in. And his power has gone quickest through sector 1, but he's just missed the third corner and he's gone out wide. And unfortunately for him, well, it's not invalidated, it's came back as a track. So he's going to keep going, and let's see what lap time he can set. Not over yet. All school's going to shut down in 2 weeks because of that stupid coronavirus. And DRS has been disabled, so this is Apex possible one and only lap time to set, otherwise he'll be knocked out of Q1. So it's very crucial for all drivers to get out of the pit lane as quick as possible. 51.6 for Apex. Now he's going to be in a lot of trouble as he comes across the line because of that lack of grip he's got on those tyres. Well, not the lack of grip, but the temperature not generating as much as he wanted to. Coming through the penultimate corner. And coming through the final corner. This ain't going to be enough. Look at it. That's not going to be enough. So, unfortunately for him, he's going to be knocked out. Damn, I do really feel sorry for him. But James came back to the pits because he struggled to set a lap time in. So, James is the only one that's not set a lap time. So, the people that are going to be knocked out is Puppy, Apex, and James, unfortunately for them. Now, this is going to be a pretty boring Q1, as someone has gone off the track in Sector 2. Not showing me who it is. I think he's retired anyways. A pretty boring Q1 then, so it's going to affect old people. Yeah, mate, but the thing is though, I know it affects old people, but you don't want people coughing and spreading the disease. Like, for example, if a kid gets coronavirus in one of your schools, you don't want it spreading, and therefore the whole thing goes worse. The whole thing gets worse and worse and worse. Coronavirus is in most countries now, isn't it? And Italy especially shut down. And that's everybody retiring from Q1. So I feel sorry from 60 downwards who do not properly set a lap time in, especially Apex. As he comes back to the pits then. I think if everybody... He stays out. Oh, he's retired. Wait, he stays out. I think if everyone retires from the session, we're able to go into Q2, skipping the 9 minutes. 3 out of 4 TNR team in the top 5. That's nice, mate, really good. But if Puppy is not retired yet, so someone tell Puppy to retire from the session, surely he's not going to do any inter-practice. So Puppy's the only one that needs to retire from the session so we can proceed into Q2 and skip the 9 minutes of this session. Someone from my class may have it. Ooh. I don't blame him for going on shutdown. So, rather quick Q1, which the raid spoiled it. So unfortunately, Puppy, Apex, and James will not go into Q2. They'll have to wait for a long time. Devil's Nightmare got through. The Maverick just got through, and Baggers got through. So it's really crucial for all these drivers to set a lap time in, which they have, and they've got through safely. Only one lap time set, and it's all counted. So that is Q1 over, as we head off into Q2. Off into Q2 we go then. How is everyone, by the way? I hope you're all doing fine. And look at that, heavy rain for Q2. Now, whether it's going to be intermediates or full wets, all have opted to go on the intermediate tyres then. I hope it's dry for the race. I like a wet race is interesting, but a dry race puts on a good show with all the overtaking that's happening. I don't mind the wet, but I think the dry is just a little bit better. Look at that, all the drivers coming out of the pits, possibly at the same time. So I wonder if it's going to get heavier because all the drivers are coming out. Look at the cars that are coming out of the pits. Look at that. All in a rush to set a lap time, which I don't blame them. So who's leading out of that pack? There's only 2 drivers that are still in the pitch, which is the Maverick and Exile. Tristan's leading that pack. In fact, he isn't. There's someone ahead of him. It is Penguin. He's leading the pack. So what car is he in? Let me go and check what car he's in. Remember, 5 different teams and 4 different drivers in 5 teams. That's what this championship's all about. It's not a random multiplayer car. They're all separated into different teams. There's 5 teams, 4 drivers in it. Or is it the other way around? 4 teams and 5 drivers in it. I don't know, I'll go check now. Oh, there's 5 teams. So this is the WNR car. And he's currently in 4th place in the championship, Constructors. And he's 15 points clear to SNR, who are currently 5th in the championship in the Constructors battle. So as we head off into turn 1 then, Penguin up the hill coming through turn 2. This is turn 2 here as we head out into turn 3. Usually 100 meter braking, but I presume these drivers are going to brake much earlier. Slightly missing the apex, but doesn't really matter much. It's all about the exit of turn 3. I thought it is a league race. It is a league race, mate. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's a constructor team battle. They're all separated into 5 different teams, 4 drivers in each team. It is a league race as well. As Penguin comes through, always sliding through the corner, being very careful on the throttle. It's all about commitment through these corners and the exit speeds. Yeah, so it is a league race, but there's 5 different teams, 5 different multiplayer cars, and there's 4 drivers in each team. As we come through the final corner, there's a car behind him as well. So what lap time does it set? 15.0, and Granty Boy instantly replaced that. It's a 14.0. He's 1 second quicker than Penguin, who's in 2nd place. Tristan's in 3rd, instantly replaced by Seb, who's just gone 3rd. Tristan's in 4th, Agid's in 5th. Eva Hunter's gone up to 3rd place, and there's a load of cars behind each other as well. So I think some cars could be compromised on their lap time. Look at that, look at the cars bunched with each other. I don't think it's literally really matter, but there's yellow flags somewhere, which is the car slowing down. I've never seen this before. I qualify with it all bunched up together. Yeah, like a team event, that's the one. Like a team event. Who's that orange car going slow? So this is an orange car, and I'll tell you who it is. I mean, I'll tell you what car it is, sorry. Orange car, and this is... Yeah, let me go get it. This is WNR, this car. Orange and black car. The green car ahead of him, that is TNR, Tuesday Night Racing League. And who's that? That's 4th, and he's in the black car. And they're currently in 4th place. That's MNR. I think they all go for the 2nd lap. Usually, the 2nd lap on the wet weather conditioned tyres are much better than your first, because you get the grip and feel for it. So they go for their 2nd lap. And look at that. Look at Seb on the back of Andy G. As 4th completely misses the first corner. But doesn't get a validation, so that's good news for him. As Andy G gets out of the way for Seb. Now, this is the car you're looking at right here. That's leading the championship. This is FNR, Friday Night Racing. And they're currently 3 points ahead of the green car in 2nd place, TNR. Someone's just gone quicker. 4th is in 2nd. There's 94 points, whereas the red car's got 97 points. So this is the championship leading car. And his teammates, and I'll go check that for you right now. His teammates are... If I can find it, of course. I just looked at it a minute ago. There it is. No, it's not. Wrong information again. That's Andy G going completely off the track to avoid people. So Andy G, as you can see on the screen, is in that car. Rainer, Exile, and Liam, they're the red car. That's Andy G. Seb in the yellow and blue car. So Seb is with Stringby. Fisher's, I don't believe Stringby's here. Neither is Fisher. I think they've got reserves. And Appy as well. Is Appy here? I think, is he not that? No, I don't think he's here. MW1's got Tristan, NUF1, the Maverick, and Puppy. Where was NUF1? He was in the lobby. Did he get knocked out Q1? I don't know. He was definitely in the session. I saw his gamer tag in there, so I don't know where he's disappeared off to. I don't believe he's got knocked out Q1, judging by my memory. I don't think he did as well. Right, so all these drivers back into the pits. KRC's on his out lap. Where is he? He's currently down in 10th place, so just on the cusp of getting into Q3. He's a 10th ahead of Vegan. Are they both in the same car? I can't really judge from that camera angle. That's the green. Well, I don't think they are the same team, are they? That's the green and black car, but also that's the green and black car as well, but different stripe colours. So I think they're both in the same team. So Vegan's coming through the final corner to start his lap time. Go Seb and Bago and the Maverick. Yes, Seb's in currently. Where is he? Seb's currently down in 5th place. As Vegan enters the first corner on the throttle, coming uphill to turn 2. No DRS, of course. No wet weather conditions. 100 meter board. He's a few hundreds down his personal best. Think about the exit speed at the exit of turn 3 onto this short 3rd DRS zone. As long as you stay in the slipstream in the dry, it's all good. Slightly missing turn 4, and he goes very deep at the exit of turn 4 as well, taking most of the curve, which you don't want to do. Turn 5 requires the most downforce, so I'm interested to see if these guys are running a wet or dry setup, because I have no idea if it's going to be a wet race or a dry race. Judging by this, could possibly be a wet race, but anything could change. I did set the lobby up, by the way, but the lobby's on custom, so I don't... Dynamic. Is it dynamic or custom? No, it can't be custom because I didn't edit it. I didn't edit the weather. I think it's on dynamic. So Vegan comes across the line. Can he improve? No, he doesn't. So he did gain a bit of time to sector 3. He lost a 10th to sector 2, but he gained more time to sector 3. KRC has improved his position by 1 position, and he sets a 50.7. Now also on the verge of getting knocked out, as Fourth has retired from the session. So that tells me that it's going to stay wet for the rest of the session because he retired in the pit lane. There's Exile. I think he's on his in lap. Dragging on speeds on full wet, interestingly. In fact, 3 drivers, which is Seb, but Seb's retired from the session, so it doesn't matter. Dragging on speeds on the wets, so is Devil's Nightmare. And Devil's Nightmare has not set a lap time, he's still in the garage waiting. So, could it be even, can the rain get even heavier through here? I don't know. Oh, we'll go about with Dragon on speed then. He's currently down in 8th place, coming through turn 1. Take most of the curve on the exit and entry. Oh, he's sliding and he's... Well, luckily for him, he didn't lose a wheel, because if he made it through the top 10 and he lost a wheel, he's not allowed to take part in Q3 because of his massive crash. So all he can do now is just come back to the pits, take it nice and easy on his in lap and come into the pits. Don't do that and pick up too much throttle. KLC's back into the pits. 2 fans come back into the pits as well. And Bagos is on his out lap. We'll keep an eye on him as well. Devil's Nightmare, the only driver that's not set their lap time, is on his out lap. So is Bagos, and it's a 16.9. So he'll be looking to improve his lap time as well. What about Exile and Dragon on Speed just crashed onto Exile then coming through the penultimate corner, 3/10 down it says, but he's come back to the pit, so it doesn't matter. Either Hunter, interestingly, he's gone onto the wet weather tyres. Full wet tyres for him. So I think the rain is getting heavier by the looks of it. I think Bagos is starting his flying lap, so go on board with him. Interestingly, still on the intermediate tyres as we head down into turn 1. Now he's got wide in the exit of turn 1. But fortunately for him, did not get a validation, so he could continue on his lap. And there's Devil's Nightmare coming through the penultimate corner as well. As we head down into turn 2 and into turn 3, he breaks the 100 meter board. Down through the gears, but he just misses the apex and he's gone off the track as well. So carried too much speed or broke too late, and he's invalidated his lap time. So that lap time for him is over. So Devil's Nightmare looking to get into Q3 then. As we head down into turn 1, very cautious on the brakes and into turn 1 as well. The back end wants to step out by almost spinning. Uphill braking into turn 3. 100 meter board yet again. Think about the exit. Now we're headed down. Penguin's retired from the session. Where is he? He's currently in 4th place, so the drivers think they're safe. But look at him sliding out into turn 5. That's turn 4, sorry. He's still continuing though. We'll find out what lap time it is at the end. Where's Bagos? There he is, going for his 3rd attempt, I believe. And this time it doesn't invalidate it. That's a 55.1 for Devil's Nightmare, so we'll keep an eye on that lap time as he comes through the penultimate corner. Going to be a difficult corner to negotiate his way through, but how does he tackle it? Very nicely. The back end almost wanted to step out, coming through the final corner, and I don't think it's enough. No, it's not. It's going to be an 18.4. Unfortunately for him, down in 15th place. So it looks like the weather's getting very heavy. Bagos done the same thing as he did on his previous lap time. Interestingly, Granty Boy's out there on a brand new set of wet tyres, so is it worth taking a risk? If he crashes, he won't be able to. He will be in Q3, but he can't take part in Q3. So is it worth the risk doing this, or is he trying to get some information? And Tristan's retired from the session, so that's him on the verge of getting knocked out. He's down in 10th place, but can Regan improve or not? I don't know. We'll find out soon as Granty Boy starts his lap time. Obviously, he doesn't have to do this. He's very safe at the moment. As Bagos is retired from the session, so that's him done. The Maverick's retired from the session. He's in 13th place. Yeah, 4 tenths down to the first set. I think he's trying to get some information on the wet conditions, on the wet tyres as well. Very careful on the exit of the corner, working your way through the throttle to minimise that wheel spin on the exit as we head down into turn 4. Doesn't make the apex at all, but I think thinking about the exit speed. This is turn 6. Be very careful through here. Very easy to lose the car. Turn 7. 1.1 seconds slower than his best lap time, so I think it's best for him to just come into the pits, not risk anything by crashing out. Coming through, yeah, he's going to come into the pits. Devil's Nightmare, interestingly, is still out, so he's not giving up. Evil Hunter's out there as well on the wet tyres. Exile's out there as well, so is Dragon on Crack. Vegan's out there as well, down in 11th place. 3 tenths down, unfortunately for him. He's not going to make it. It's Q3 for him. Who's just gone off the track? That's Devil's Nightmare, but I also saw another driver go off the track as well. So Devil's Nightmare completely misjudged his braking zone, or he's just missed it because of these wet conditions. I think Evil Hunter's backed off as well. Exile, he's still going for it. Dragon on Crack will come across the line. That's going to be a poor lap time from him, but he's still in the top 10 at least. Exile taking a load of curb through the penultimate corner, which you don't want to do because it would definitely lose your car. And I think that Q2 could be over then. Rigi's still out there, and someone's made a mistake and they're still going, so I think someone's just gone off the track completely. Yes, it is. It's Evil Hunter. I saw the minimap. Looked at proportion on the minimap, but he's safely back onto the track. And he's run out of fuel as well, so just take it nice and easy. So, where's Devil's Nightmare? Is he still out there? He's coming to the pit. So Dragon on Crack is the only one that's on his flying lap time, but he's safely into Q3. So he doesn't want to risk anything by crashing out. We almost slid out through there, through turn 6, as he headed to turn 7 and turn 8. You can see the car wanted to step out on him. I think it's best if he just takes it nice and slow, because if he crashes out, he won't be able to take part in Q3. He survived the last corners, and he comes. Oh no! He's lucky he didn't lose a wheel there, because if he did, that ensure him that he won't make it to Q3, despite being in the top 10. So he's very lucky not to lose a wheel. That's what I mean. That's why you should do that. If you know you can't go quicker, there's no point getting out there and risking. I know you want to do practice on the wet conditions, but it's very risky and there's consequences like that. And that is Q2 over then. So the rain ruining things for drivers, not being able to make it into Q3. So we have lost from this session Regan, Tufan, the Maverick, Bagos and Devil's Nightmare. We almost lost Dragon on speed, but he survived. As we head on to the main part of qualifying, their Q3, I wonder who's going to get a pole position. Granty Boy looks like he's got the pace in the wet, so it'll be very interesting to watch him as well. Fourth in second place had a Andy G, Penguin in fourth, had a Seb, Evil Hunters in sixth. If it's going to rain in the race, then they're going to be very careful, because it looks like loads of drivers are struggling out there, especially in the traction zones, the exit of turn 3 especially. All about traction, the exit of turn 3. Doesn't look too bad, but we're just looking at the pit lanes, so we can't really judge from this camera angle. Oh, they're on the inters, so it doesn't look too bad, the rain. As they all fire up the engine, let's see who's the first one at the pit lane. The green car's out first, that's Granty Boy. We'll keep an eye on him. They're currently, I think they're in first place though. That's the red car, sorry. I think they're in second place in the championship. Yes they are, Team TNR in second in the championship. 94 points, and they're 3 points behind FNR, which are on 97. Very close to the constructors battle. Then it's fourth downwards, MWR versus SNR, they're 15 points adrift from each other. So what about driver skill? Let's see how much confidence they have in the rain. I know Granty Boy's got a lot of confidence. I know he's running no traction as well, so he's going to be very careful of the exit of throttle. I know he just turned it off recently, so he's going to make sure that he doesn't get the power too early, and if he does feel like stepping out of the car, he's going to back off. I'll read this comment out for you, whoever put it in. Come on, WNR. Yeah, talk about you, NUF1. Where are you? I thought you were in the lobby. Does it me, or it looks like it's going to stop raining soon? Hope it does. Coming to the end of sector 1, he breaks the 100 metre board, bringing down the gears. Now be very careful on the exit of turn 3, which he does. Short shifted to minimise that wheel spin and get the traction of the car, and now we can go flat out. Currently, I wish I was racing, best of luck lads. Get well soon, NUF1. And Raiders left the session yet again. Coming to turn 6, turn 7. Should be better in a few days though. As we come through turn 9 and turn 10. Hello Liam, how are you mate? As you can see, working his way up through the throttle, and it's going to be a 30.5. That's a good lap time from him. Let's see who's going to cross the line next, and who is going to cross the line next. Let me go check. There's Evil Hunter. Is that Penguin? Yes it is. Penguin will come across the line. It's a 14.2 for him. Tristan's in third. 50.1. Evil Hunter. Where can he go? And Seb's gone quickest. Seb has gone quickest. It's 30.3. Good lap time for him. He's 2 tenths clear of Granty Boy. But KLC's in third place. Exile's in fourth. Penguin's in fifth. Tristan is sixth. Evil Hunter has invalidated his last lap time. So unfortunately for him, he won't have a position. Dragon on crack as he enters turn 4. He locks up as well. Fourth is there as well. Oh, he picked up way too much throttle and he's going to go to the barrier, which he does. Now, he got away with it yet again with no... I think he did get a bit of wind damage this time. Unfortunately for him. 50.5. Now that's very close to what I saw on Granty Boy's second sector time. We'll stay on board with fourth to see what he does. Coming through turn 9 and turn 10. Oh, he's into the pits. He's a validator, it says, so unfortunately for him, he can't set lap time. Andy G has came out the pits, and he's out lap as well. Seb's going to come back into the pits. Oh, he's going to complete this lap. It looks like he's going to complete it. We'll go on board with him. The pole position man is in the pits. Granty Boy's in the pits as well. KRC coming into the pits. Exile in the pits as well. Penguin's in the pits. Tristan in the pits too. I presume Evil Hunter will go for a lap time because he saved a lot of his EOS. And there's Dragon on Crack getting out of the way. So let's see what Evil Hunter could do then. A validated last lap, and let's see what he could do this lap. Heading down into turn 1, take loads of curb on the entry and rest it out on the exit of turn 1 on that curb too. Coming down into turn 4, turn 3, breaking a straight line at the 100 meter board, breaking down the gears. It's all about the exit at turn 3. Short shifted to minimise that wheel spin on the exit. Getting the traction as we head downhill, breaking into turn 4. 100 meters yet again. Want to take a late apex this time. Nicely done on the throttle, very smooth through turn 4 as we come through turn 5. Turn 6, turning the 50 meter board. Try to keep that minimum speed up to turn 6 as it enters turn 7. 50.9, that's not too bad from Evil Hunter. Has he validated it again? It's gone red, yes he has. So I can't quite say, hello mate, how are you? Hello Yuri, who hat it? Andy G on his first flying lap. Coming to the end of sector 3, takes a load of curb on the entry, trying to keep that minimum speed up through sector 2. 50.9, not too bad again from Andy G. Needs to keep his pace up. Het had goed bedankt. Let's turn the 50 meter board. Coming through the final corner. Try not to bounce off that curb as well. Try not to go too wide. The exit at the final corner. Where could he go in fact? It's going to be a 13.7. That's not a bad lap time on his first flying attempt. Good lap time from him. 13.7. 2 tenths ahead of KLC and 2 tenths behind Granty Boy. So Seb is our current pole man. Let's see if he can keep it up. There's Penguin going for his out lap. Dragon on Cracks on his out lap. Fourth is on his out lap as well. So go on board with Penguin as he's closer to the line. I got a job interview tomorrow, mate, so hopefully I can succeed through that. Headed down to turn 1, little turn. Oh, we're going to miss it, he's going to miss it, and he's gone wide. And he backs off as well, so unfortunately for Penguin, has ruined that lap in turn 1. It's quite a difficult turn 1. You don't want to cut the most corner, and you don't want to go wide either. And there's Dragon on Crack on his out lap. About to start his flying lap. Where's fourth? He's on his lap as well, so we'll keep an eye on him. You're going to lose your lead. Hello, you go. Alright, let me read that again. Tongue twisted. It's a shame that I can't race in FOL this week. And all the other leagues I'm in racing too. I'm going to lose my lead in a league too. Oh, that's a shame, mate. How long are you going on holiday for? Can I ask? If it's 1 week, that's not too bad, but if it's a couple of weeks, then it could be bad. Fourth saved us all of his EOS, so I think it's just a exploratory lap for him. Can he beat his personal? Well, he hasn't set a personal best, but he's going to come across the line. 13.9. Now, as you could see, he wasn't using his EOS effectively. I think he was just exploratory lap, like I said. So he's got a lot more potential in him. So we keep on board of him to see what he can do. So only Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So 4 days. That's not too bad, mate. You've got plenty of time to try and gain in your championship. I know other people will start gaining on you, but only for those days. Enjoy. My grandma and grandpa wanted to do this with us. Well, at least you're spending time with your grandpa and grandma, which is most important, mate. Most importantly, spending time with the family. For struggle at the exit of turn 4. Very crucial days to spend time with your grandma and grandpa. 50.9, but 10th quicker. That's what he did on the previous lap. It'll be very interesting to see how much time he can gain through the third sector. And he comes into the pits. He's got 2 minutes to try and do something. Look at that, the rain has stopped. Now, don't think anyone's foolish enough to go on the dry tyres, because it'd be very, very risky, and you'll lose a lot of temperature and grip as well. So just stay on the inters, which is the best thing to do. Obviously, people are going to wait to the very, very end. They're going to push the limit of the timing. They're going to leave it as late as they can. Granty Boy's out there. Dragon on Crack's out there as well. He's invalidated yet again, and he's not set a lap time. Who else is out there? KLC's out there. He's on a lap? Yes, he is. We'll go on board with him then. I am in PMP now. Oh, good for you, mate. Good for you. 2/10 quicker through the middle sector is KLC. And he's currently down in 5th place. Coming through the final corner. You let the engine do the braking through the final corner, which you don't want to do in the wet, because it did drift him out a bit. 2nd place, not too bad from him. Let's see if he can stay there. Seb's on his out lap. So is Granty Boy, who's about to start his flying lap. Crucial times here. Andy G's on his out lap. So is Fourth, who's coming out of the pits. Exile's out there as well. Tristan's ahead of him. The Penguin's still in the pits. Now, it's over for Penguin. He can't get out there and do a lap. So Penguin will possibly start down in 10th place, because look at the conditions drying up. Dragon on Cracks lock up again. It's turn 4. Go do turn 5, turn 6, next corner. Take loads of curb on the entry, which he doesn't do. I think it's a bit risky to do that, in fact, so don't blame him for not doing that. 51.2. Let's hope it dry for the. Hope you get good points for PMP. Coming through the penultimate corner. Could have been a validation if he went out wider. Now Dragon and Crack will come across the line to set his one and only lap time, and where will that put him? In 8th place. That's where he was in Q3. Evil Hunter going to go for another lap. But what about Seb? There he is, the current pole man, and Dragon and Crack's retired from the session. KLC will come across the line, and where can he put his... I can't remember what the car's called. He's in 2nd place. Granty Boy's in 3rd. 2nd place. Andy G's in 4th. 4th is in 5th place. He comes across the line. I think he validates it. Yeah, he did. Andy G's gone quickest through the first sector, or quicker than his personal best. He's a 10th quicker again in the middle sector. We'll keep on board with him to see what he can do. So Penguin is safe from Dragon on speed. What about Tristan and Evil Hunter, which I believe are on their flying laps, as Andy G will come through the penultimate corner. Takes loads of curbs yet again. Coming through the final corner. He's validates it. That's a shame. Let's see what he could have done. That's 13.5. That's going to be in 4th place ahead of Andy G. But unfortunately, in fact, this is Andy G. What am I talking about? God. Tristan in 9th place. Gone 6/10 quicker through the middle sector. So let's see where he can put his car. The orange stripe car. We'll go on board with Evil Hunter first, as he's closer to the line. Could be in a validation. Nah, it wasn't. So let's see where he can go. He's in 7th place ahead of Penguin. Tristan will come across the line. OTL already has a full grid in 24 hours. Oh, that's not bad. I don't know who they are. Maybe I do. But that's good for them. I'm really pleased to hear that. 24 hours. Do you know how much stress it is finding drivers? That's Q3 done then. That is Seb is on pole position in Austria. The Greek driver looking to get his first win. Granty Boy's in 2nd place. And what team is he in? He's in SNR. OTL is RRL, but rebranded. I've heard of the league RRL. Yeah, I've heard of that's my league with Nav and Kef and Laggy. Oh, congratulations, mate. Real success in your league. So there is Seb on pole position ahead of Granty Boys, who's in second place. Look at the gap between Granty and Seb. Granty's done a good job without no traction control. He only just turned it off recently. KLC's in third ahead of the Swedish driver. Fourth is in fifth ahead of Exile. Evil Hunters in seventh ahead of Penguin. Dragon on Cracks in ninth ahead of Tristan. Congratulations, I'm really pleased to hear that. Running the league can't be stressful. Just got to take your time with it. Hopefully it'll be alright for you. At a young age as well, I don't know how old you are, I think you're the same age as me, but at a young age as well, people are making videos of their car launch. What, you... Oh yeah, of course they are, it's multiplayer cars, isn't it? Well, you've done a good job, mate, and I'm really happy for you. Really, really happy for you. Now, I'm just wondering to see how it goes. Nov Go Master. And who did you say? Who was it? Who else did you say? Nov Go Meister and... Yeah, who was it? Nov Go Meister, Keffi, Kefman and Laggy. Tell them I said congratulations too. And look at that. All nice and dry in the Austrian GP. No more suffering in the wet conditions. I can't wait to see how this race pans out. I reckon they're going to be a big slipstream train. So we're going to look at the strategy then. Let's see what tyres people have started on. Is there a formation lap? No, there isn't. Lights out the way they go. Oh, it's a formation lap, sorry. Is it a formation lap? Yeah, it is. Apologies for that. I got a bit confused. Normally it doesn't do this. I thought it was... I thought I made a mistake by not putting the formation lap. Yes, I am the host of the lobby. I'm the host of the lobby. I got a bit nervous then because I thought I didn't turn on the formation lap. I don't create lobbies, this is my first time creating a lobby, or I had help from it. I just had to do a few adjustments on making it as well. I'm so glad I turned on the formation lap. Otherwise there'll be massive complaints in the chat. So let's look at the tyre strategy. The top three are on the medium tyres, they've got much longer in the race. So Andy G, those tyres can make it 12 laps I believe, the soft compound. Fourths on the mediums as well. Nobody should be in the hard, which nobody isn't. And everybody in this grid will have a brand new set of tyres because of the wet conditions in qualifying. So for Andy G's sake, he best hope he have a good start and get ahead of those medium runners. Because that's his strategy, he wants to get ahead of them, make the most time as he can. Has he been disqualified? No, he's been a ghosted car, sorry. For his strategy, he wants to get ahead of the top three and pull away as much as he can. Be hard ass because of the slipstream around this track is very powerful, including the DRS, so he needs to get ahead of a good start off the line to beat these medium runners. These medium runners will take it for a very long time in this race and switch over to the soft tyres. We're waiting for Raider down in 19th place. He's had a bit of lagging issues in and out of the session. Hopefully it's sorted. Why is it saying press edge in the club? Why is it saying that? Who am I? What's going on? Something's gone on. Oh. What's gone on? Something's gone on. Oh, a bit of confusion there. Lights out, away we go. Who gets a better start? Seb's got a good start off the line. He holds his ground. But Andy G, most importantly, he's in second place after a good start. But Andy G will come down the inside. Granty Boy's in third place. Some of them go for the track, but it's all nice and cleanly as Andy G has made his way up to second place after fourth place. SHR Exile ahead of fourth into fifth. Who is fourth? Who else is down there making moves? It is the orange car, the yellow car. And they all seem to get away cleanly. The orange car is off the track. Is that Puppy? Yes, it is Puppy. There's a few more cars off the track down in the midfield. So Seb is currently in the lead. IDG almost went to the back of him, but managed not to. As he gets a much better exit cut out of turn 4, they both go side by side. It's a battle for the lead. This is really crucial for IDG, as he will have more cornering speed around the outside. Seb will try and keep it in, but the outside is more inevitable to overtake. Exile's got past Granty Boy as well. Oh, they both make contact. Fourth and Granty Boy make contact. And Fourth is up into 4th place, rather push his way through into 4th place. Dragon on cracks behind Penguin. He's going to pull out. Don't make him move down here. It's a bit too risky. And he doesn't. They're still... No, they're not. He's gone wide out of turn number 9. Coming to turns 10. But has compromised their speed through the corners. And that's allowed others to catch on the back of him as well. So Andy G, mostly crucially, like I said, in the formation lap, is in the lead. Seb's in 2nd place, but he's got the slipstream on the back of Andy G. Exile's in 3rd. Head of 4th, who got budged off by... he's made his way back past Granty Boy. And 2 fans got past his teammate Bagos. Bagos under pressure from the car behind him. He's going to lose 2 positions, but who's that got off in the background? Puppy! He broke late and he spun, but managed to get his way back round. So, Andy G, most crucially, he had to make that start count because of his soft strategy. Being on the softs and able to pull away as much as he can, which he's got to do right now. And lap 3 is the next DRS because... he's 7 tenths behind. He will have DRS if he keeps it like that. And it's really crucial to get a better exit quid out of turn 9 and turn 10. And he's outside the 1 second range, most crucially, for his sake. But unfortunately Seb's not. Look at that, Exile's 3 tenths behind Seb. So goes onto the grass. He will lose a lot of speed on there. Coming down into turn 1. He will wait for the next DRS straight, which is happening right now. Seb's under pressure a lot from the soft driver behind him as he pulls out around the outside on the inside line into turn 2. This is turn 2 through here, and he's made his way through. Will Seb find his back? Yes, he will. Late braking into turn number 3. He leaves enough room and respect for him. And Seb's got DRS to defend from himself. They go side by side. And downhill braking into turn 4, Seb is ahead of Exile. Will Exile brake later? No, he won't. He'll stay behind for the time being. So I take it Exile's on the same strategy as Andy G. I think they're both in the same car as well. Look at that. Yeah, they're both in the same car, so we need to get past them as quick as possible. SHR driver in 2nd place, carrying the team. Because they're currently last in the championship is SHR. As you all make way through turn 7, 8, as coming into turn 9. This is the penultimate corner. Exile all over the back of him, you expect on these soft tyres. And Andy G's got a nice gap over Seb, and there's yellow flags, and that's Devil's Nightmare has crashed at the exit of turn number 8. Did he get on the curb and go out wide? He did at Max Verstappen. There's Exile then. Can he make a move? It's most crucial to make a move, but he's got 4th on the back of his boat, which he doesn't want because he's on those medium tyres. Too far away in turn 3. Seb's gone out wide though, so this compromises exit, and Exile can have a much better run coming out of turn 3. DRS on this 3rd straight. Pulls out to go alongside him. Down into turn 4 we go. The most ideal way to be into turn 4, which is the inside line, and he's done it well ahead. So it's going to be the same car 1-2. I forgot what the car's called now. It is called, they're currently in the Championship League, which is FNR. So FNR 1-2, head of Seb, who's down in 3rd place. Apologies for that because, yeah, they're still in last place in the Constructors. So he's carrying the team who is on the podium, 4th and 4th, on the back of Seb. But Seb will get DRS on the back of Exile. So this will protect his position from 4th, who's on the back of him as well. Any more battles going on further behind? Look at Penguin and Evil Hunter. Penguin's on the fresher set of soft tyres compared to Evil Hunter, who's on the mediums, but we're going on the top 3. Seb will be under pressure. Seb will put pressure on Exile. He'll go around the outside. Let's see if Exile will cut him off. No, he won't. They're both side by side coming out of the exit. And I think Seb will have DRS. No, they don't. None of them do. 4th does though. And he will make this move. Oh no, he pulls out to go alongside. 3-way. It's going to be a 3 down the inside. This could go really bad, but it doesn't. Fortunately, there was a bit of contact, but not too much. Like I thought it would end bad, but it wasn't. So 4th is up into 3rd. Exile was trying to look a move on Seb, but 4th had much more overspeed, both of them compared, so he's up into 3rd place. But Seb is absolutely struggling to do these corners. I don't know if it's due to his driving style, his setup, but he's under pressure for a lot of cars behind him. The pole man is absolutely struggling. Whether it's just people battling him, I don't know. As Tufan's got a penalty for multiple warnings. Penguin's got past Evil Hunter and he's up into 7th place. This is working out beautifully for Andy G. This is what he wanted. He made a beautiful start off the line to be in 2nd place before turn 1. Then he made his move on Seb, which is the most crucial out of all. Most crucially for 4th, he will wait again for the 3rd DRS. He hits the back of Seb, but unfortunately did not put him into a spin. Will Seb choose to defend the inside line? Yes, it is. The inside line is the way to overtake around here, unless you can outbrake him. KRC and Granty Boy going side by side. Granty Boy stays ahead of KRC. Penguin will looking on this battle as well on the soft tyres. So, a 3.5 second gap over Seb. To make his strategy work as well, being on those soft tyres. Try and gain all that time back on the brand new fresh set of mediums while these go out and stay longer than him. This is a really good track to battle on, especially with 3 DRS zones. It's overpowered, the DRS here. It's very easy to stay with a car behind. And look at that in the background, you can see FNR and Granty Boy going at it. Look at 4th ahead of him. He's going to go down the inside of turn 3, but Seb will have a much better exit. He doesn't. He pushes him out wide, and that allows 4th to stay ahead. But Exile is ahead of Granty Boy, who had a terrible exit coming out of turn 3, and now he's got a KLC in the back of him, and he will have to conceal the place. He's vulnerable, and KLC will overtake him into turn 4. So Granty Boy probably picked up too much to all, but managed to save the car. The exit of turn 3. He's still going to fight though. Not going to give up. And Seb's been overtaken by 4th, who's up into 2nd place. But like I said, this track is good for battling and good to stay in the slipstream. Is effective as well. And there's yellow flags, and that's the race leader. Andy G has spun at the penultimate corner. Thankfully, Ghost is on. Otherwise, doing that, he'll take a lot of cars out. Andy G, man, down into 12th place. He was doing a good job until that moment. So 4th is now our new race leader. But Seb could be our new race leader as he pulls out on the outside into the inside line, and he's ahead of 4th. But 4th will have DRS because he'll pick up as Tristan's overtaking Andy G. So Andy G loses a load of positions. I don't believe he's gone for wind damage, just overheated tyres which caused it. So we have to cool them tyres down and go for it again. It's really heartbreaking for him. I know how it feels because I got spun out. The next 2 corners coming, but it was my fault because I tried to keep it in there. This is where I spun. Instagram flag went, but I managed to finish 1st in the race, despite spinning at that corner. There's a massive DRS chain behind Seb. Let's see how much he can cope under pressure. Right, 4th's got DRS yet again. He'll wait for the next straight, or if not, the 3rd straight. Heading down to turn 1. Both activated their DRS on 4 to get more straight line speed. Seb will go defensive on the inside line. 4th will try and go around the outside. Oh, he got hit behind, did he? It looked like he got hit. I don't know if he did, or it's just the engine doing the braking. But Seb's got DRS because he was behind at the detection point, so he's protected his position. Right, who else is further behind? Battling. What about Andy G? Is he there? Yes, he is. He's going to make a move on Tristan. And he's ahead. It's turn 4. Apex came out of the pits. He's down in 18th place. There's another yellow flag somewhere. And that is going to be... I don't know who it is. Was that Bagos? Poppy? I don't know who that was. Someone's gone off the track for sure. Look at the minimap. He went down into turn number 3. I presume it's someone at the back who's causing the yellow flags. Anyways, never mind on that. We're focused on the battle for 1st place. Look at the cars behind him in that train. Now, Exile won't be happy about this because he wants to get ahead of the medium runners. He needs to make this stint work because we're coming to the end of his strategy as Penguin picks up a time penalty, and this is not ideal for him in terms of his strategy. He should have been more aggressive at the opening laps, but it hasn't worked out for him. Keep it out fourth. I think he's just, yeah, he put his EOS down to 0. He won't be making a move, but what about guys behind? Nope. Penguin's under pressure from Tufan, and Tufan, oh, he's going to go down the inside, and he's spun. No, he hasn't. He kept it. No, I don't think he was willing to go down the inside. He was fighting Dragon on speed. I think he tried to brake much later than Dragon on speed. He wasn't trying to go down the inside on Penguin. He knew he was going to make it there, surely, but they were both side by side, Dragon on speed and Tufan. So in his defence, he was trying to brake later than Dragon on speed. Anyways, back to the battle on first place, lap 11, so I expect Exile to come in the pit soon to change his soft tyres. I think this should be wearing off round about now, and he's dropped out the 1 second DRS range, but he's still in it. So that detection point, he was within 1 second, but he's dropped out of it. But at least he can defend from himself, the guys behind, KLC and Granty Boy, who are going to be on a better tyre at this stage of the race, because those soft tyres will be wearing out. KLC almost hit the back of Exile, but KLC went deep into the corner, and that's allowed Granty Boy to get even further. What about first place? Nope, still can't make it, so keep an eye on these two. But DRS for KLC, down the inside, he's going to do it into turn 4, can he do it? KLC has the outside line. He spun actually, oh no, he hit the wall. Oh, that's traction kicking in. Lack of traction at the exit of turn 4, he picked up way too much throttle than he should have. Oh, I feel sorry for Granty Boy. Doing a fantastic job until that moment. The puppy's gone wide yet again. I believe he was the one causing the yellow flags. As far as to pick up a time penalty, quite evidently from cutting the final corner. And he's struggling to overtake Seb. When Exile comes to the pits, he's dropped out the 1 second DRS range. You can see his tyres fading away, and KLC's all over the back of him, waiting for that podium position. And there he makes his move around the outside. It's the inside, but the same for top 2. Seb defends the inside line. And fourth will try and get a better exit quit at turn 3. He's all over his gearbox. And KLC's ahead of Exile, but Exile will have a DRS on this third straight. Seb defends the inside, which is the most preferred way, both making contact, but I think Seb should have broke much later there because it's allowed fourth to get through, and he's up into first place. But Seb will have DRS if he stays behind, and Exile's made his way back through KLC. What's going on further behind? And someone in the pitch which is Granty Boy as expected. He's came out in 16th place on the hard tyres as well. I think it could be soft to hard, you know, the strategy. I believe I'm mistaken by soft to mediums. Oh, it could be a penalty. Yes, it is a penalty for Seb. He should have backed out at that moment in point. I think it's the best thing. Yeah, he is. I was about to say it was the best thing to save EOS. And someone has spawned. Someone has spawned, and that's Tufan at the penultimate corner as Andy G comes to the pits to change his soft tyres. So Andy G and Tufan have spawned in the exact same location. And it's cost him as well. Not too much for Tufan, but KLC's got past Exile, which is most important. But can Exile get a better exit quit out of turn 3? We're keeping out the top 2. Look at that. Fourth versus Seb again. The inside way is the preferred way to overtake. He needs to outbrake him into turn 4 to stay ahead, which he does. Fourth will try and do a switchback. This could be very interesting as they go side by side through turn 7. I bet Seb closes the door on fourth. And Seb has enabled him to stay ahead of fourth as KLC's got back past Exile. I think Exile should pick this lap because of the state of his tyres and the amount of pace he's dropped off as well. Raiders left the session again, down in 9th place, unfortunately for him, having lagging issues. As we go back on board for the battle for first place, as Raiders joined back as quick as possible, so it wasn't too long for him. This is a really good race. We're already on lap 14 of this race, really enjoying it. As more penalties are being picked up by KLC. As Exile should really come into the pits because his tyres are going to drop off now on lap 14. And the medium tyres will start to catch up. The likes of, well, KLC is going to pull further ahead. KLC almost losing it. The exit of turn 3. Go about back. He's too far away. So Seb's safe at the moment at least, and he can save EOS. Look at his EOS compared to Fast. He needs to save that EOS through sector 2 and 3 as much as he can. So I think it's the best thing for Exile to come into the pits, but Granty Boy has overtaken Tufan. Looks like it was an easy move as well. I think they're both in the same teams, yes. Team orders are being applied for both of them. And Puppy should really come into the pits. Look at his front wing. It's missing partially his front wing. And Apex is going to get easily through on Puppy. Yeah, Puppy should come into the pits. Look at the state of his front wing. And he has to conceal the place to Apex. No major crashes, it's just spins that's happened in this race. 2 people have spawned at the exact same location. Exile is finally in the pits. Dragon Crack and Penguin should come into the pits as well, because they're going to lose a load of time to the people on the mediums. So it's just a plain battle between the top 2, but Fast looks like he's dropping away from Seb. Seb trying to go for his first win of the season after the amount of bad luck he's had, and someone's took out the meter boards. Yeah, someone definitely took out the meter board, so whoever's using no line, gotta be careful if they know they're breaking points or not. I remember in a different league someone doing that, taking out the meter boards, and they got instantly kicked as Farth has picked up another time penalty. So they were both equal penalties, but Farth has picked up another one and he's got 6-second time penalties. Yes, Seb keeps doing that, he will get more penalties as well. Good race, great comms, loads for you to talk about. Looks like it's under control for this race. Keep up the nice work. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much. I'm the host of this lobby because they chose me because they think I've got a better internet connection. Looks like it's proven as well because no one's really lagged out except Raider, but Raider's had his own personal issues with his internet. But I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Really puts a lot of confidence into me. Oh, look at Seb's EOS though. He really needs to start saving that, using it in the wrong place at the wrong time. I know he's under pressure from Farth, but look at Farth's EOS. I know Farth's in the slipstream, and it's really crucial being in the slipstream. I can see the red light flashing at the back of Seb's car, indicating he is saving EOS. 22%. I don't blame him for using all out the EOS either. Any more battles going further behind? But look at Seb. Is he letting them through? Yes, he is. Oh, that's a risky move to go side by side. He caught the corner as well, so that's another warning added to his name. But look at this. Now he has the chance to save EOS. He should save EOS through here. He doesn't need to use it. He needs to start. This is all about strategy. This game. He needs to start saving EOS effectively as well. Oh, let's go back to the battle for first place. I can't believe I just skipped off that as he made his way through. He really needs to start focus on saving EOS. I know he's trying to overtake someone, but it's all about the long game here. And look, he's using EOS again, but I think he should turn it down to 3 or 2, as Andy G just set the fastest lap of the race. Penguin is on the back of Andy G. I think Penguin's just overtaken. I think Andy G's overtaken. No, Penguin's just been into the pit, sorry. And he's not using his DOS for some reason, so that's either a DOS failure or he's forgot to turn it on. So let's hope he hasn't got a DOS failure, because it's really crucial around this track. Having a DOS failure around here, it's not really a good thing. And he's not used it again on the 3rd straight. So Penguin possibly having DOS issues. And this time out, Seb has saved a lot of EOS. Look at that, both on the same EOS as well, so it's good news for Seb. Farth put it down into 2, whereas Seb put it up to 4, so he needs to start focus on saving that EOS on the 1st straight, then activating it on the 2nd and 3rd. He's put it down into 2 here, same as Farth. This has really been a good race. I expected a safety car in this race, but no virtuals at all safety cars have came out of this race, so this is really good racing from all of them. There has been a few spins through the penultimate corner. I've done it before. It's a common thing to do because it's really easy to do, in fact. Once the back end goes, you can't save it. Unless you have no ABS, then you can try and save it. Granty Boy on the back of Tristan as they made their way down into turn 1. I'll go by the battle for 2nd place. 1st place, sorry. There they are. go back on board with Gratty Boy then, because these two are not going to fight until the straight comes. Where is Gratty Boy? There he is. He got past Tristan. Daddy inside into turn 3, so we're going to go back on board with Seb and fourth. This time fourth, Seb put it down into 3, but he's put it back up into 4 again. Lap 19 of 36. This has been a fantastic race. I've absolutely enjoyed it. It's absolutely flown by as well, with no safety cars interrupting the race. Bet some of those down the field could do with a safety car, but for Seb's sake and Far's sake, no thank you. These guys from first down to 6 started on the medium tyres. Exile has got past Bagos. I think Bagos made a mistake out of turn 1. It looked like an easy overtake of Exile. He's pulled away quite a lot to Bagos as well. So, it's been a good battle between the top 2. Pit stops could change it all around. Let's see who pits first. I think they're going to extend it to 24, lap 23 or 4. I think that's when the medium runners start pitting, lap 23 or 24. It's a back mark ahead, so Seb will get DRS on the back of Devil's Nightmare, which is very good news for him. And he would like to... He's not using it. Oh, yes, he is. He would like Devil's Nightmare to stay ahead of him even longer. But look at that. He will have blue flags, so he can't stay ahead of him even longer. As he lets both of them go. But fortunately for Seb, he has got DRS to defend from himself, which is going to make Farth a little bit angry inside that cockpit. I like both of the drivers. These two drivers are very nice. Farth is my teammate as well in a different league. But the reason why I want Seb to win, because he's had a lot of bad luck. He's made mistakes. Some of them aren't his fault. He had a DRS failure and he had a punctured tyre, because in Australia he had a punctured tyre which cost him. And if you say, well, if you got a puncture, it's his fault for not pitting. But yes, it was a little bit of a glitch. He was on 33% tyres and all of a sudden a puncture came and he was out and crashed into barriers. That's why he was out. And the other one was a DRS failure. He got stuck open and he lost the car and he crashed. So that's why I like Seb to win. In fact, I don't mind who wins as long as it's a good race. But that's the reason why I want Seb to win. Both of them are extremely good drivers, both talented drivers as well. Oh no, there's yellow flags to sector 3, and who is that? Someone's definitely spawned because there's a stationary car. That's Devil's Nightmare, I think. Yes, it is. KRC has pitted on lap 20, headed into lap 21, so that's his call made to go on the soft tyres for the end of the race. 15 laps, so we could have a bit of a struggle saving those tyres. 15 laps could be a bit much of an ask, but with the lighter fuel modes as well and less stress on the tyres and more grips in the track as well, so I don't think it could be too much of a struggle for him. Oh, we're going to go down the inside into turn 4. I hope for... Oh no! Oh no! Oh, he cut across him and they've both spun. Oh my gosh. Seb's got back on track. What about Farth? He's still out of shape. Their tyres going to be overheated, and the lack of grip they have because of the gravel on the tyres as well. Look at Eva Hunter. Now Eva Hunter, despite no screen time, is always there. He's won races despite no screen time, and he's been in last place as well. He's always up there for some reason, and that's an easy move for Eva Hunter. Well, Seb comes to pits. Nope. Farth is still in 3rd place. It could have gone even worse. They both could have gone into the other wall and crashed, as Penguin has got past Dragon on Speed. There it is, and he's up into 9th place as Farth has decided to pit. Don't blame him for pitting because of those overheated tyres. Hello, Pure Fantasys. How are you, mate? Nice to see you in the stream. And Seb will make a move down into turn 3. Now I need to watch that again to judge whose fault it is. I don't want to say Farth turning on him. I don't want to say Seb cut across him. I just want to see it again and look at their points of views. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to blame who. I don't know. I'm going to put the blame on someone. I just want to watch it again. I want to see who admits to it. KLC has got past Vegan and he's up into... Oh no, he's going to spin! Oh, he saves it. He's up into 3rd place. Go Andy G, an AOR fella. Well, Andy G, where is he? He is down in 6th place. Andy G was leading this race. He was comfortably leading this race until lap 6 came and he spun at the penultimate corner. Penguin has got past Dragon on Speed as Eva Hunter and Seb are exchanging positions, but that's because Seb's in the pits to change his tyres. Exile's letting his teammate past, and that is Andy G up into 5th place. Good teamwork from the two. KRC's just for 2nd place. There is Seb coming out of the pits. Obviously that spin's cost him a lot of time. Oh, when I thought things were changing for Seb, it's still getting bad luck. And who's just gone wide at the exit of turn 1? That was Bagos. Look at Penguin, 4th, and Dragon on Crack, and will Falco down the inside. That's his teammate. Yes, it is. Hope they don't make both contact. They're both going to fight it out. And that's a back marker getting in the way of both of them, but it's got out of the way now, as 4th has got ahead of Penguin. I was watching Gotham earlier. Every time I mention the word Penguin, I think of that song in my head. So Evil Hunter is in this race. He always springs in a surprise in every single race. Despite no screen time, he always somehow gets himself on the podium or wins the race. He never gets involved in a battle, but for some reason he's always there. KRC, this is a good position for KRC as well, because of that Seb and Seb spun and 4th spun as well. That's allowed KRC to gain a load of time, and that's going to be a safety car. It's out because Devil's Nightmare has retired from the session. So, Evil Hunter, lucky day for you, because you get a free pit stop effectively. He could have dropped all the way down to what? Let's have a judge, shall we? If he pitted under normal circumstances, how much is it of a pit stop? These guys will be under a delta because Evil Hunter has not caught up to the safety car. So these guys will be under a delta. So is it 24 seconds for a pit stop? He could potentially rejoin down in 5th or 6th, depending how much the delta will slow them down. I believe he's in a really good position. This is what he wanted. This is what happens when you start the medium tyres. And there he is then in the pits. He must be really happy. I will be happy as well. Well, KRC comes to pits. He has no reason to, but get a better, fresher, soft tyres. Nope, he stays out. Andy G will definitely pit to change his medium tyres. He was leading this race, remember, but that spin unfortunately cost him. And Puppy's got a drive-through penalty for speed under the safety car. There's a stationary car coming up the hill into turn 2. As you can see in the mini-map, or full map, there's a stationary car. I wonder who that is. I don't know why he stopped on the circuit, but that's rather dangerous. Who is it? There it is, that station. Oh, that's the safety car. Oh, I fooled myself there. That's the safety car. I don't know how stupid I could be doing that. Damn, I really did fool myself there that time. So as you can see, a load of drivers are coming to the pits, changing their medium tyres or hard tyres. But Exile, why has Exile stayed out there? Now he's going to be in a lot of trouble at the restart. Look at those hard tyres compared to around him. Everybody else is on soft tyres. Dragon on Cracks on the medium tyres. He could be in a bit of a pain as well because Andy G's on a much fresher soft tyres. He's just pitted. I just fooled myself with that safety car being there. So this brings Seb and 4th back into this race as well. It brings Andy G back into this race despite spinning on lap 6, was it? That was a really unfortunate incident he made. He was doing such a good job pulling away from 2nd and 3rd, crucially getting out of that DRS range, which he did instantly on lap 2. Unfortunately, that spin has cost him, I won't say cost him the race. He's still got a load of chances because of the safety car coming out. That's our first safety car. I don't know what happened to Devil's Nightmare. We'll find out soon. Granty Boy's back in this race as well. Remember, he was in a good position until that spin happened. He picked up way too much throttle at the exit of turn 4, lost traction of the car and put it in the barrier. But fortunately for him, the safety car has been deployed so he can catch up and have a second shot at this race. As we wait for the rest of the drivers to catch up, it could be a struggle for Apex because look at that. The safety car is not too far behind him as they enter turn 1, the safety car. Right then, so we could just take a break. KRC is our current race leader. Where did he start in fact? He started in 3rd place. Who's made the most and who's lost the most? So, we'll find out who's gained the most. Well, it's joint with 3 people. Bagos, James and Rayner have gained the most with 6 places. Who has dropped the most? Tristan, he's lost 4 places. No, Granty Boy has lost 8 places, sorry. as Penguin and Granty Boy exchanging positions on the safety car for some reason. So Granty Boy has overtaken. Why is he overtaking Penguin for? Is there a bit of confusion going on with Penguin and Granty Boy? Hope not. Eva Hunt has made up 5 places from starting in 7th place. This has been a fascinating race. I've really enjoyed commentating. Look at that. We're on lap 26 already. We're waiting for one more driver to catch up, which is Apex, I presume. Yes, it is. That's Maverick. But look at Apex. I feel sorry for him. He might not catch up, you know. Puppy's caught up, but Apex's sake, I don't think he'll catch up. And I think Puppy's a lap down as well. Yes, he is. So I think the safety car will come in 2 laps time. Well, let's talk about the race then. So Andy G started in 4th place. He had to make the move initially because he was on those soft tyres, and whereas the other guys were the mediums. Otherwise his strategy will be ruined because he's failed to overtake the medium drivers. He got himself up to 1st place. He overtook Seb on lap 2, I think, and he pulled out the range of the DRS. And on lap 6 or 7 he spun at the penultimate corner. He dropped a load of positions. I don't know where he dropped to. I think it was it was outside the top 10, and I think he pitted because of those overheated tyres. Granty Boy, he was battling with someone, I can't remember who now. It was a good battle. No contact was made, but unfortunately he lit up the rear tyres. The amount of throttle input he was putting in that car, and he couldn't take it, and he spun. And he's in 9th place. He did drop a lot of positions because he had to pit and change his front wing. Seb and 4th and Seb were battling around here in turn 4. The exit of turn 4. I don't want to blame the person who caused the incident. I don't know who actually caused it. It was just a bit of misjudgment really, because it looked like 4th turned in on him, then it looked like Seb cut across him, and they both spun off in the gravel right there. So they dropped a load of positions. Evil Hunter took over this race. He was on the medium tyres and the safety cars in this lap. Then he pitted for a brand new set of softs, you can see, in 2nd place. And KRC is now leading this race. Look at that. Evil Hunter has got a penalty for a severe collision with KRC. This could really ruin their race. But Exile. This could ruin Exile's race as well. He's on the hard tyres. It says he's on the... Oh yeah, he's on the hard, sorry. He could get jumped off the start. When will KLC decide to pull away, which is right about... Now, Penguin's got a tyre penalty for colliding with... Andy G's got a past Dragon on speed straight away. Who's coming to the pits? Don't know why, he's got a bit of footwind damage, that's why. Now they're gone, and who's going to make up the most position? Look at that, Seb on the back of Exile. Like I said, he's going to get jumped as they come into turn 1. He has the inside line, but has the outside line, does Exile. Seb gets a much better exit coming out of turn 1, and he has to defend from 4th as well. This could then end really badly here, which it doesn't, unfortunately. Seb will have the inside line because Exile's still there with the slipstream. 4th is looking to make the move as well. Binding his time behind Exile, and Seb is up into 3rd place. But Exile has got slipstream, but will he go down the inside? He will try to. Not giving it. Oh! That could have ended really badly for both of them. But fortunately it doesn't. I don't think Seb expected Exile to go down the inside because of those harder tyres. Andy G and 4th are battling. Andy G has the outside line. He'll get pushed off. No, he won't. He'll stay there. And he'll get a penalty for that as well. And he's still there. It's turn 8. 4th needs to get more room. Oh! That ended in tears there for both of them. And they rejoined the track, almost pushing someone off. As 4th rejoins the track. A rather frustrated race for him. Anyways, back up to the battle for 4th place. There is Exile under pressure from Granty Boy right behind him. Obviously getting much better exit at turn 1 because those better soft tyres as 4th left the session. And Exile is side by side with him. No DRS yet, of course. And crucially, Granty Boy has to go down the inside. He want to get hold up 2 behind Exile because of those harder tyres he's on. The Maverick stayed ahead of Apex, but Andy G looking to fight back, and he's got a much better exit coming out of turn 3 than Apex. They're both teammates, so I think they're just letting each other go. Penguins, the back of Bagos and Exile. So, KLC is in first place. Remember, these two have time penalties for colliding with each other. I don't know if they got time penalties earlier on in this race, but I know Seb has. He's got a 3-second time penalty, does Seb. Can he catch the back of Evil Hunter and KLC? KLC on those 8-lap old tyres, so expect a battle. Not much of a difference, but obviously there is a difference between the two. And DRS is enabled, and that's going to allow Evil Hunter to try and close up and take his chances, as Andy G has got past the Maverick, who's now up into 13th place. Penguin looking to make a move into turn 1, but can't quite make it. Who's gone off the track? That's Seb. He's made a mistake and he's gone off the track. And Granty Boy is now up into 3rd place. Seb making more mistakes. I don't know why. He just needs to calm down a little bit, as they're all stuck in a DRS trade. But what about the guys in 1st and 2nd? Evil Hunter not close enough to make a move. Down this turn 4 we go. Now Granty Boy looking at a comfortable position. I don't believe he's got time penalties, and he's up into 3rd place. Who would have thought Granty Boy will be up to the podium despite what happened to him at this exact corner down at turn 4. No contact was made. It was just that he picked up way too much stall. Bagos almost spinning, taking too much curb on the entry of turn 6. Now Evil Hunter's closing in on KLC. It's just a matter of time to see when he will overtake him. They've got 6 laps to do it as they cross the line to go to lap 31 of this race. Exile's got a 3-second time penalty. He's going to be struggling on those hard. He's got Bagos right behind him, Penguin's right behind him, and Vigan is there as well, waiting in the wings. He's going to struggle through the corners because he's going to carry less speed than the guys on the soft tyres as he pulls out. But what about the guys in 1st and 2nd? Not close enough. So we're going to go back onto 5th and 6th. But crucially, Exile's got something to defend because he got DRS because of Seb. I don't know if Seb's struggling or not, but he looks like he is. I put it back onto the interval. There we go. This time Exile doesn't have DRS, but Bagos does, and he can't make the move down into turn 4. Penguin's on the back of him as well, so keep an eye on him. Let's go ball with Penguin. Bagos struggling to get past Exile. Going wide through these corners. That's going to compromise his exit speed. Exile will be vulnerable, no doubt about it. Look at the guys behind him. Knife downwards. He's got a bit of a chain developing. Anyways, KLC's doing a good job under pressure from the Evil Hunter behind him. And Bagos is finally overtaking Exile. Into turn 1 we go. He goes off the track, has a bad exit coming out of turn 1. Exile's got alongside him, and he's got DRS as well. Penguin could have an opportunity as well. And Penguin will go down the inside into turn 3, and he's got it done. Oh, a bit of contact with Raider and Regan. Oh, and Tufan as well behind him. Raider's got a decent exit coming out of turn 3. He's alongside Penguin. No, he's not. He's alongside Bagos, but now ahead of him. And he's made his way up into 7th place. Now, Penguin looking to make his chances on the back of Exile. Exile obviously saving ERS through these corners, which is most crucial to power down that straight. But what about... I think Seb is struggling. I don't know why. He's got a bit of forward damage. He's dropped a lot from Granty Boy. And he has, hasn't he? Yes, he has. That's why he's dropping off the pace. And Penguin and Exile fighting through the penultimate corner, which is not the preferred way. But look who's that. Who's that? That is Vader getting involved. Despite leaving the session a couple of times, he's up into 6th. But could be up into 5th. Because is that his teammate? No, it's not. Yes, it is his teammate, sorry. He's moved out into turn 1. His teammate won't fight that. They'll think about the team orders on that one. Now Penguin have to overtake it. Exile as quick as possible. The inside line is the better way to do it. Obviously we'll have much better exit coming out of turn 3. And look at that, Tristan is ahead of Regan. No, they're not. Regan's ahead of Tristan. Go down the inside. Can he do it? No, he doesn't. I thought he would have braked later than that. But Penguin still behind. And Tufan and Bagos are fighting. Tufan has overtaken because Bagos has gone wide. And Andy G's still there with Regan. They go side by side to turn 6. And look at the cornering speed Regan has. That's a beautiful overtake around the outside of turn 6. So Granty Boy could win this race because of these two tyre penalties. I don't know if Granty's got any himself. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Anyways, Penguin's still behind Exile, but not for long, I hope. It's allowed, because of the Exile holding up Penguin, it's allowed Vader to pull away, which he would have wanted, and that's good for the constructors. Around the outside, it's turn 1, and he has done it. Well, has he? Because it looks like Exile's got a much better exit out of turn 1. As they make their way down into turn 3, Penguin will have to outbrake into turn 3, and yes he does. He outbrakes him into turn 3, and he's got the move done. But Exile will have DRS, but it won't matter because he's too far back. Now he's going to have to defend from 2 fans behind him. He's going to go down the inside, and oh, he's going to make contact! That was so close. And he's ahead up into 7th place. Good move from him. Regan's ahead of Tristan. No, he's not. Regan is ahead of Andy G. But just for the time being. And around the... Whoa, I thought you were going to go around the outside, but someone has spun through here. Someone has spun. Oh, made a mistake. Who was it? Nobody. So, I don't know what happened through there. There's so many battles going on, but Seb, I think it was Seb, because he was rather slow, and Vader's overtaken him. So Seb is absolutely struggling. I was hoping he could win this race, but he can't. His chances are getting slimmer and slimmer and slimmer, but the battle for first place is still not over. Evil Hunter looks like he hasn't got a straight line speed to overtake him. But I think he has the tyres too, though. We're on lap 35. Now, if he doesn't make an overtake here, he could have a hell of a one last lap, as Seb has overtaken Vader back up into 4th place. Remember, Seb has got that DRS damage, front wing damage. Both getting DRS, no they haven't. Down the inside goes Vader, late on the brakes into turn 4, and a lovely move. So he's up into 4th, Seb's lost out to another place, Penguin's on the back of him as well. But this is going to be a last lap battle for first place. Can KRC hold on? His tyre performance won't be as good as Evil Hunter. They will start dropping off, as you can see. But can we get a last lap battle for first place, please? Then down into turn 1. But what about the guys further down? Penguin is still on the back of Seb, who's also got DRS, because he's at the detection point of Raider. So let's see if Penguin can make a move. Seb's got out wide because of the lack of downforce he has. He's going to absolutely struggle through these corners. But look at that, KLC versus Evil Hunter. This is possibly Evil Hunter's last chance to overtake. He's got to go down the inside. He's got to. No, he doesn't. Ah, KLC's got out wide. Seb's got a much better exit, as Seb has been overtaken. Well, he's still fighting Raider. So props to him for still fighting despite that DRS damage. Footwing damage. Why do I keep saying that? This is such a good battle, but it could be over for you, Evil Hunter. And that's his last chance to overtake here. He should have been more aggressive on the brakes down into turn 4. But it looks like KRC will win this race, as he comes round the final corner to win the Austria GP. No, he doesn't. Evil Hunter wins. Granty Boy will come across the line to finish in 3rd ahead of Seb, but Seb's still fighting with Vader, so we'll see how it pans out. Through the last corner we go. Can Seb hold on to 4th place? Yes, he can. Penguin's overtaken. Who was it? He's losing a lot of positions. Who was it? Penguin losing a lot of positions. He's had a load of penalties. He's down into 10th place. Look at him. Someone's dropped out of points. Andy G finished in 12th place. Commission races for his race. 2013 ahead of Raider. Raider's dropped a load of positions as well. So both of them had a load of penalties. But congratulations to Evil Hunter. Yet again winning another race. He keeps winning races despite not qualifying high. I wish I was like that. So, Evil Hunter, what an amazing race. Congratulations to you. Absolutely fantastic. You didn't even lead one lap of the race, you still won. Yet again, if you don't make mistakes in the race and you have less penalties, you're most likely to be up there. He's the driver that doesn't do mistakes, he doesn't get involved in incidents, and he's getting to the podium because I usually get copyrighted for some reason. I'll probably get copyrighted because of that, for showing the logo. I've been copyrighted because of before, so hopefully it's a fantastic race. Right then, so Evil Hunter has won. Look at that. 5 seconds and 6 seconds. KRC in 2nd place at a Granty Boy. The Maverick up into 4th. Look at that. He started down in 13th place. He had no penalties. That's what happens when you have no penalties. The Maveric's usually down. No offence to him, he's usually down in these positions, but he's up into 4. So well done to you. Exiles in 5th ahead of Seb. James in 7th ahead of Tristan. Regan's in 9th ahead of Penguin. So Penguin scored that last point. Backos in 11th ahead of Andy G. Two fans in 13th. Raiders in 14th. Apex is in 15th. Dragon on Cracks in 16th. 4th and 17th. Puppy in 18th. Devil's Nightmare. Is that the only DNF we had? Wait till it resets. Yes, it is. So, congratulations to Eva Hunter yet again. This is what happens when you keep out of incidents. The more you keep out of incidents, the more you stay out of people's battles, this is what happens. You win the race again. He's always somehow manages to win this race. Or get on the podiums at least. He keeps out of people's trouble, not get involved in any incidents, and somehow he's always there. God knows how he does it, but I just want to know how he does it. He started in 7th place as well. And yes, again, I'll say it again. He did not lead one lap of the race. Commiserations to 4th, Seb, Raider, and who else was it? Yeah, let me remember his name. Andy G, that's the one. Commiserations to them because they look like they're on course to win a race, but not to Raider because he was lagging out the most. But looks like Seb 4th and Andy G on course to win this race after what Andy G done at the start, but. Andy G made a mistake at turn number 9. That's what cost him the race today, I would say. Granty Boy was there as well. Granty Boy had an amazing pace until turn 4 happened. That's just summary of the race. It's been a fantastic race. I've absolutely enjoyed it. What a pleasure to commentate this league. Honestly, every time I commentate for this league, always puts on a good show, which I enjoy to watch. So make sure you watch it all again, because there's amazing battles going on. Austria always puts on a good show, as you've seen before. Right, so next week is the normal league. It is WNR, RRC is in 2 weeks. So is WNR every 2 weeks. Sorry. So next week is WNR, and on Tuesday is RRC TNR. So make sure you tune in for them at 8 PM, always the same time. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to commentate as always. And good win for Eva Hunter. Granty Boy in 3rd place. And that is it. It's KLC in 2nd.